Good morning. How are you doing this morning? Feeling a little, needing a little, just something, something, I don't know. I'm a little too, again, like the other day, I'm a little too chilly not to have something on my arms, but I'm a little warm in this too, even though this is real thin. I don't know. We'll see. Ayana suyano tuyana. Iana suyano tuyano oyana. Ayana siano tuyano oyana. Iana siano tuyano oyano. Ayana siano tuyano oyana. They just were talking about God's breath. God's breath. Like a God's breath blessing. Never heard of anything like that. So I'll have to do some Googling. But there you go. You just received God's breath blessing. I don't know. And it's a terminology. It's like one of those referring to spirit, the great spirit, or oyana siano tuyano kuyana siano oyana, to all that is, that common thread, that source light energy, all of that as God, as the G word, as like the great I am. Sometimes that for me is still hard because it's kind of like triggering of the old church, ways, and wanting to separate myself from that, and like to where I could grow on my own and not feel like I'm being dragged along. And so it's interesting that they use that terminology, and I'm trying to still, and that is like something I'm working on, is working on trigger words not being trigger words, right? That's one of the reasons why I use the word witch so often, is because growing up in the South, that was like, that's been something I've been warming into, is the term witch, and owning that term for myself. So that's been part of my healing process. So if you have, I'm curious if you have any trigger words for you still that kind of like eek, make you go eek. So, but we're all like learning and growing, right? We're all like in the process still. There's nobody that's reached the highest of the high yet. Even on the other side, they're still like all in transition still. They're all like learning and growing and healing. We're all in an evolutionary process. So to not be so hard on ourselves is something to be learned as well. Okay, so let's do this. Hold up my hands. We are going to do our breath work here. Dang it, I didn't do my 33 beads. So I'm just going to do my fingers, and you're just going to have to pray for me that I get through. Okay, so that we don't lose count. Keep count for me. And we're going to ask Metatron and Michael to please protect our video stream, that it stays intact and doesn't shut down on us. And I feel like that's a big part of the battle too. It feels like this light and dark thing, at the risk of sounding like going back into the church days. I don't know, for some reason that's one thing that has stuck with me. It feels like there's still like this battle of dark and light, and I don't know how to explain it. Because I don't feel like there's this red horn devil, but there still feels like this battle. So anyway, let's get into our breathing to push out some light. They're excited. Okay, so if you haven't done this with us yet, we breathe in through the nose, exhale through the mouth, and that audible exhale. You want to feel that release. The release of all those fears, the worries, the doubts, the woulda, coulda, shouldas, the maybes, what ifs. Just release. In each exhale, in each breath, release. In each inhale, we are pulling up that beautiful Mother Earth energy. We're going to ask a lot from each inhale, because we're going to do it 33 times in a row with the same intention. We're not like breaking them up like we have in the past. So inhaling that beautiful Mother Earth energy from our root, from below. Inhaling that beautiful Father, Son, Source Light energy from above, creating, it feels like like the hourglass, and it's all about, it's coming and going and coming and going and coming and going and circulating all the way around. And I still haven't Googled what that term is, and I can't, because I can't remember what it is, but it's a thing. Our energy field goes like this. So we're breathing in up Mother Earth, down Father Sun, bringing up that just feeling very connected and rooted into her, feeling very much in a safe space and held by her in this moment for our highest good. That safety and security that we all so desperately need in this moment. Bringing down clarity, inspiration, motivation, drive, and new perspective from above. And then bringing them, they all kind of collide together into this beautiful heart space. Radiating out this beautiful balanced energy throughout our whole energetic field and beyond, sending out that beautiful balanced love and brightness, clarity, hope, inspiration, safety, feeling all that beyond, filling our whole energetic field to where we feel fulfilled, and so much so that we're able to keep pushing it beyond and sharing it with our neighbors and beyond and beyond and beyond, picturing the whole earth in our mind's eye, and just as if just as our energy field kind of does this, just picture that your energy just shooting out and wrapping all the way around the earth, seeking out those souls that so desperately need that comfort, that hug, that love. To our, because we're all neighbors no matter how far we are, and so we must feel like we can send them love and prayers in this fashion, in Gaza and especially in this moment. So, and then in all over the US, all of these, all the struggling souls out there. Let's do it, including ourselves and each other. We're sending it to each other, right? Okay, let's do it. 33 times. Find your own rhythm. Nice and slow. Gosh, I just can't get over this feeling like I'm out of whack. Sorry. Okay, let's do this. Ready? Breathing in. Give a little shake. That's 10. Shake, 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 shake. And breathe again. We're going in at 11. Breathing in. Last 3. Let's bring it home big. Nice, big, long, slow, deep breaths. Breathe it in. Big release, big exhale. Breathe it in. One more. Bring it home. Move how you feel like you need to move to kind of integrate all those tingles and buzzing. If you need to shake, you can shake. I don't feel this shake. I felt that after 10, but right now I just feel like, ooh. I feel like a little movement here, but not shaking. It's like my it's like they're my light language wanting to like do a little movement there. It's like it's helping to keep the motion or the moving, or they're saying for you too, for you too, for you too, for you too. Okay, so we're dealing like we're in Vegas from 3 decks, and for some reason this morning they want us to start with this one. This is, I think it's called the Divine Tarot. I've only used it a couple times, and I got it on Prime Day for like $6 or $7. It's pretty much one of, not the only thing I got, but one of the only things I got besides like my husband some socks and underwear or something like that. Queen of Coins. Did we not get all those pentacles yesterday? Queen of Coins. I love her. Look at her. Thank you. I love her so much. Look at that snake. Did you see the snake? Look at that. And the flowers. And just like how her hair is like a crown. Praise be. And how her foot is on the roots of the tree. Talk about being rooted into growth. Thank you so much. I love her so much. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Big growth period, I feel. King of Swords. Strength card again. We're still deep in that Leo season. I feel like we're supposed to do one more from here. This was left on when I picked up the stack, this was left on the table, and I just felt like I was supposed to see if I was supposed to use that one or not. It's one of my favorites. It's the World card. Ooh, you guys are being so good to us this morning. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, and now we're together. Mary Magdalene. This is August, is all about Mary Magdalene and our root, connecting to both, going deeper, going deeper. Amen. And so it is. Soul work. I am in service of love. Right? That sacred heart business. This morning I got this image in my head, and I wish I knew like a creator that could create it, like a digital creator, and also some, like, it would be amazing like art piece too, like especially in here. I would love to have it in here, but I don't know anybody that could do that. But it's so strong in my mind, and it just sounds like, I just would love to see it in person. Okay, sorry, focus. Soul work. I am in service of love. And look what's there. Look. God, I love this so much. Look what's there in that corner. Girl. We are blessed this morning. And I see what you did there. So I wasn't paying attention. I just did. And the cards, like, I switched the cards around. And I feel like this one too is supposed to move, like almost like he's supposed to be up here at the top, like kind of separate from, but it's part of. And so now we have soul work on the left, Queen of Coins, the World, and then Strength card on the right. So I'm starting to take a picture of these and put them in my stories on Instagram each day, along with the link to this. So if you're seeing this on YouTube and you want to get the picture of the cards of this day, if it, like, say if there's something that really resonates with you, you can go on Instagram, look in the stories, and just and you could take a screenshot of that, or you can ask me and I could send you the picture if it really resonates that much. Okay, they're like, dive in, we're excited. Okay. I got my red rose, Mary Magdalene red rose here. Look how bright it comes up on the camera. Oh dear, I just lost another leaf though. I lost one the last time I picked her up. Okay. Oh wait. I am like squirrel moment after squirrel moment today. But these are badass confirmation cards. Thank you, Miss Rhonda. We're going to get our, not confirmation. I guess it could be confirmation though, right? Affirmations, because you, my darling, are a badass. And you deserve badass affirmation. Yana, I feel like I'm missing it. Okay. Thank you so much. My stubborn ass always knows what to do. Can you see? Oh, there it is. Oh dear, that's hilarious. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, focus. Okay. Queen of Coins. God, I love it so much. I love all these. They're talking, they're going straight into God's breath again, like inhaling it. Like they're scooping up the reading and we're inhaling it. Like we're bathing in it. Like this blessing, like we're bathing in this blessing. Oyana kiano suyano kuyano suyano. Oyano kuyano suyano kuyano suyano kuyano suyano kuyano suyano kuyano suyano kuyano. Oyana iana. Ana siano tuyano oyana kana siano oyana ana. Okay, where are you taking us this morning? God's breath. Oyana siano tuyano oyana. The potential. Oyana siano tuyano oyana kiano suyano tuyano oyana. Iano kuyano oyana siano tuyano oyana. Okay, so they're starting like here with the potential, and like the soul work, our soul work, and the potential in that, and the potential of like this co-creation between you and source, you and spirit, you and God, you and your ancestors and guides and your spirit team and Ascension Council and Galactic Council and Ascended Masters, and all of those are the highest of the high. Iana kiano tuyano oyana. Iana siano tuyano oyana. It's like this Iana siano tuyano oyana, this Iana kiano suyano tuyano oyana, this balanced team. It's this team, this co-creation team. Iana siano tuyano oyana, the soul work within and throughout. Iana kiano suyano tuyano oyana. Iana tiano suyano tuyano oyana, kiano suyano tuyano oyana. Iana siano tuyano oyana. All the lives that you're touching, that we are touching, it's like these threads that are being like sewn throughout of this soul work, deep from within your heart. It's like touching heart after heart after heart after heart. Opening the minds, opening the hearts. Oyana kiano suyano tuyano kuyana. Iana siano tuyano oyana. Touching lives. Iana siano tuyano oyana. Helping. Iana siano tuyano oyana. Allowing, helping and allowing for release. Helping them to release. Helping and giving them a space, like Iana siano tuiono oyana kiono suiono tuiono oyana. It's like creating this space that feels like they are allowed to, for their first time, just breathe, to release, to let go. Oyana siano tuiono oyana. It feels like they're showing like the lion circling them, and that is their, like, it's like their protector, and it's like they've kept her so close, like iana siano tuiono oyana kiono suiono tuiono oyana. She's like, she's kept her close, so close, and circling and circling, circling, not letting anyone near, not letting anyone within her field. Iana tuiono suiono oyana, not feeling safe enough to, not feeling safe enough to. Iana siano tuiono oyana kiono oyana. This is you. 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 This is so so many of us. They're saying, like, it's like all of us have had these moments in time, some of them stretching long periods of time, some of them short spans of time, but we've all have had these moments of time of where we have really had these, where we've closed ourselves off from connection. Iana siano tuiano kuiana siano tuiano oyana. And not even realizing that of how we're doing it. Iana siano tuiano kuiano oyana. It's almost like we have like our heart's been broken. So then it shows like, it's like, then this, it's like our heart automatically like spits out this lion, this lioness that paces or circles. Iana siano tuiano oyana, and protects us and keeps everyone. It's almost like everyone that kind of wants to come near, they could kind of sense that, and they're just like backing away. Iana siano tuiano oyana kiono oyana. But we are coming into this space, coming into this place where we are starting to feel like, where we can put her, we can ask her then to come and sit down next to us, and we have her hand there, and we are keeping her, it's like we're still keeping her at the ready. Iana siano tuiano oyana, but she's not circling anymore. She feels a little bit more like at ease, on guard, but at ease. Iana siano tuiano oyana kiono suiono oyana. Still always protecting, still always being. There's so much emotion lately in the energy. And I feel like it's like, I don't know if it's like they're shooting it through me or if it's in me or what it is. But every now and then it'll just like, it's like a gut punch every time it happens. It's like, bam. Do you feel that? Is that like in the air? So anyway, okay, focus. No more scroll moments. Okay. Oyana siano tuiano kuiano oyana. Okay, they're like back to the reading. So we have her, and she's sitting next to us. She's on guard but at ease. Iana tuiano oyana, because we are finding our own inner strength. We've been building her up, like iana siano tuiano oyana, like block by block by block. Iana tiano suiano tuiano oyana kiono oyana. We are just like becoming, there it goes again. We are just becoming these beautiful, magical creatures that are like these, we're finding and connecting with our goddesses within. And she is like, there's like this spiraling inside that is getting expanding. And that spiral within is like, it's our power. Like, it's like our iana siano oyana, like this cistern, like this or windmill, or iana kiano suiano tuiana kiana siano tuiano oyana kiano oyana. And it's just growing stronger and stronger and stronger, and expanding. And we are coming so wholly, like melded into this of who we are becoming. Because before, when we were starting, and you may be on a different part, but Just follow along. Iana siana tuyana oyana, and you will find your place in the time. Iana suiana tuyana oyana, when the time comes. But so when you start, it's iana siana tuyana oyana. It all feels so other than and separate from. Iana kiana suiana tuyana oyana. It's like we're over here, and all this beautiful, magical, wonderful, like miracles of life are over here, so separate from. It's like, but we're starting to see it. Like when you start to wake up, or whatever terminology you want to use there, you start to see it, but it still feels separate from. And then you start to dive in a little bit. You start to learn all these different things. You start to be like, okay, I'm ready to heal. I'm ready to deprogram. I'm ready to figure out who am I underneath all of what I've been told I am. Once I start peeling off all of those layers, who am I underneath it all? And how do I fit into this world? This beautiful, magical, crazy world. And so the more you do that, the more you start to get closer to, you feel closer to the world, this beautiful, magical world, and your spirituality, and like who you are. And then it's like, then all of a sudden then you could kind of feel like you're touching, like you have palm to palm through a pane of glass. You're that close. And then all of a sudden it's like one of those movies where the glass kind of disappears and your palms touch. And then it's like you just start melding into one another, and you don't know where one begins and one ends. And it's beautiful, and it's magical, and it's amazing. And ana siano tuyano kuyana, siano tuyano oyana kiana siano tuyano oyana. And we are still learning, though. They're saying we're still learning, though, to control our thoughts and keep us in this world. Like we're still learning. There's still this process of taking control of our mindset. It's still a battle. But they're saying that you have to remember the lion, the lioness, however you kind of, because they're saying like some of you picture a lion with full mane, and some of you picture the lioness, and either one is fine. So but anyway, they're saying like you have to picture the lion or the lioness, and you have to remember your strength, and that she is in there, and that she's always been there, and that you don't have to doubt that whenever you're trying to take control of your life, take control of these, whatever it is, habits, or different situations where you feel like you need to take control of these situations, but you're having a struggle with it. They're like, you've got the strength in there. She's 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 through it all. She's woven through it all. And she's woven through it all. See how she's woven through it all? Depicted as the snake here, but it's the same. And see how like this is spiraled up too, the same way this is spiraled up the tree. This could be kind of like depicted as like the tree of life as well. And then there's her, that divine the divine feminine weaving all the way through it, but it also, and then weaving around you, spiraling, but becoming like where you don't know where one ends and one begins, and it's all within you. It's all growing all through you. See how she has like the vines around her. They're just kind of, it's all growing into her. It's like one and the same. It's like she's wrapped herself in this divinity. But it's, so we have to remember that we are one and the same. We are one and the same, even though it's like, we started out here and here, but we've been growing and growing gradually closer, and then melding into one and the same, to where and we've always been, they're saying it's always been like this, but we had to make it to where we could see this and feel this deep down in our bones. Because before we saw it like this, sorry, I'm trying to get into the picture there. We saw it like this. This whole backwards thing is weird. We saw it like this, but now we're starting to get it. We're getting it. We're getting the melding. Like, it's like, where does one end? Where does one begin? Nobody knows because it's all one. We are all one with you, human self, fully human, fully divine. Fully human, fully divine, not separate from, fully melded together, fully one, fully one, fully one, fully one. And that is how that sacred communion, that sacred union come together. And that's how we do our soul work, which is like everything. They're like, it's everyday work of like doing the dishes. You can do that, could be part of it, or it could be like feeding the homeless, or it could be like if you were a doctor or surgeon or a spiritual practitioner, a healer in any which fashion, even if it's like a gardener because you're like a healer of plants. It could be all across the board. But this is, you have this infinite like divine union within, and like surrounding. It's like, it's so projected from you. It's like this force field of light and heart and all things mighty. And you have that within you. So you need to remember that and wield that whenever it comes time to dealing with stupid mundane stuff that you've been trying to stop doing, or like the little habits and the little nitpicky things that you've been like, I really need to get that done, but you keep putting off because you're scared to do it. And and I don't mean to like downplay some of this stuff. Some of this stuff is, you need more of, you need it more. This connection, right? It's like this, oyana siano toyano oyana. Kiano suiano toyano oyana. It's been a safety blanket. I didn't know, like all of a sudden my thoughts went bzz, because I was like, where are they going with this? And then plus two, I'm getting distracted by my own background. I don't know if there's a way to blur it out more. I keep getting like, my eyes are going everywhere. Okay, focus. Snap. Okay, so some of these things, mundane things, have been like this safety blanket, this addiction of like, kind of like, when you have emotional turmoil or something like, or you're upset, or you're whatever it is, and maybe you go for like, it has that same feeling of being like just gutted, and then being like, just pass me all that yummy stuff I don't normally allow for myself, is like sodas and raisinets and chips or something like that. And it's just like, give it to me. And it just feels like, I don't, like a comfort blanket. But they're saying it has that feeling, but you don't realize how much you're, it's like that, and we're not giving it enough credit for the addiction that it is. Whether it's TV or the food, or like a certain drink, like if it's like Mountain Dew soda or whatever it is, for you, that is like, has become like your addiction, your your comfort blanket. But it feels like it's like a stop sign. It's like a it's kind of like it's lying between you and something else. And so this is just one of the examples of like that they're saying that we need to wield all of this beautiful magic and strength that we have to cut that, to take action against that, because we have all of this divinity within us, and that's like huge, right? It's huge, and we have the power to wield that and to cut those habits, and we need to remember that and remind ourselves of that. But then they're also talking about there's different little things in life too that we've been knowing that we need to take care of and manage, but we've been kind of nervous about it, or haven't been like, oh, I don't want to do that. I feel like it's like there's this resistance to getting it done, like not feeling sure about yourself, or whatever it is for you. Maybe it's even like a project that needs to get done, and you're just like nervous about diving in because you're worried about if you could do a good job, whether it's like paving the patio. I don't know why that's coming up, or like if you're supposed to be doing this project for work that you promised to do, or if it's like a phone call that has to be made, or an email that needs to be done, or paperwork that needs to be turned in, or whatever it is that you've been putting on hold because you have resistance there out of like fear or doubt or worry or whatever it is. They're like, you need to wield all of this glory that is within you, all of this strength, all of this magic, all of this glory, all of this grace that is within you. With all of this, with the mundane habits that we're trying to break, with the mundane chores that we need to take care of, we need, in the conversations that need to be had, we need to wield this inner power that is within us. We need to wield it. We have divinity all within us. It is intertwined. It is melded. It is one with our whole being. We need to wield that. We need to wield it. It's all in here. It's all of this is in here. 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 Feel that. Feel that. Like, put your hands over your heart. Feel that. Accept that. I am fully and completely, I am divinity. I am divinity. I am divinity. I am divinity. Feel it let it seep into your bones. Let it seep into your bones. Let it seep into your bones. I have the strength within. I have the strength within. I have the strength within. I am in divine union with all that is. I am in divine union with all that is. I am in divine union with all that is. There is absolutely nothing that I cannot conquer. There is absolutely nothing that I cannot conquer. I have the strength. I have the divinity. I have the power within. Oyana siano tuyano kuyana, siano tuyano oyana, kiano suyano tuyano oyana. Iana siano tuyano oyana, siano tuyano oyana. Iana tuyano oyana, kiano suyano tuyano oyana. May my words be heard. Oyana siano tuyano oyana. May my heart be felt. Oyana kiano suyano tuyano oyana. Iana kiano oyana. May my thoughts come across clearly. Iano suyano tuyano oyana, kiano suyano oyana. May my path be clear. Oyana tiano suyano tuyano oyana. Iana siano tuyano oyana. Iana kiano suyano tuyano oyana, kiano oyana. May I feel and sense clearly the direction in which I need to go. Iana siano tuyano oyana, kiano suyano tuyano oyana. Iano suyano tuyano oyana. May I always feel this connection, this divine union. Iana kiano suyano tuyano oyana. Iana kiana oyana, this beautiful thread that is woven. Iana kiana oyana within me and throughout. Iana kiana subiano tuyano oyana for eternity. Eternally. Iana kiano subiano tuyano oyana. Oyana siano tuyano oyana. Amen, and so it is. Iana siano tuyano oyana. Oh my goodness. Good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love this so much. I am just so grateful. So grateful. So grateful to all that is. And I'm so grateful to Spirit. So grateful to Mary Magdalene. And so grateful for this reading. I am so grateful for you. And I'm so proud of you. And I'm proud of us for being here, for showing up each and every day that we do this and have this communion, this divine communion, where this thread, this heart-to-heart thread woven between me and you, Iana siano tuyano oyana, and our divinity, Iana kiano suiano tuyano oyana, and having that divine communion with you in this time together. I am so proud of us, and I'm so grateful. Thank you for being here, for showing up, for being you. Thank you for being exactly who you are in this moment. Oyana siano tuyano oyana. Amen, amen. So it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Blessed be. Oh, one more God's breath. Oyana, I'll scoop up that whole reading. Iana siano tuyano kuyano suiano tuyano oyana. Iana siano tuyano oyana. Blessings.